Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. Hey, look, we're located just off the strip, all the shiny lights, all your hotels. You want to see some fancy cars, come check us out sometime when you come here to Vegas. We've got a whole bunch of cars in here. Today, and what you clicked on is this 2021 Porsche Cayanne GTS. 2021, it just turned over 27,000 miles on the odometer. 2021, this thing's been around the block. You'd think it would have a ton of road wear on it, but it really doesn't. And that's what my job here is. I'm your condition report guy here at Celebrity Cars. Am I going to go into what the options are and what it was made out of and all that? No, you're going to go to celebritycars.com, read all about it, Carfax, how many owners, where it's been, all that kind of stuff. You can find out at celebritycars.com or simply just give us a call. But I'm your guy that goes over scratches and dings and curb rash and cereal in the seats and all those kinds of things. This is a very, very nice and very expensive Porsche. You add GTS to the Porsche name back there, it gets really expensive and really fast too. So it's red, got black wheels, got red calipers, got really nice black highlights, for the headlights and around the windshield and the side windows and so on and so forth. Folks, I really don't have a whole lot of things to say about this car. So let's just dive right in. I'm going to show you the blemishes that I've come up with since we've had it. It's silly minor. Right here on the hood is a little section that might have had some bird poop for just a hot second. Somebody cleaned it off. They didn't do that great of a job, and so therefore there's just a real small mark right there. You can barely see it, but I know a detailer would be able to get that disappeared. That is a small chip. You can see how big it is per my fingernail. It's not very large at all. Just wanted to point it out. And then over here we have one more. One more. Now a couple of you just say, hey, I just want to see this Porsche. I get it. It's been around the block. It's got chips and stuff. Well, it's my job here, and I want you to be comfortable. And it's like, there's a scratch here. I didn't know about that. Yeah, you did, because I told you on this video. So this is kind of a pain in the ass to do, but I do it for you guys at home. So if you're really interested in this automobile or any of our automobiles, please follow along with the video. I try to be as quick as I can and to the point as I can, but sometimes these cars need a little more of attention. Folks, the headlight is great. There's like one or two little itty bitty marks of normal road wear in the headlight. This black is beautiful. The black is beautiful down here. Every once in a while, I might see a little stain from some watermarks, but they're very, very mild. This is a really bright red. You can really only see them at certain angles, but this car is yet to go get a fancy detail to get those certain marks off, which obviously can be taken off. The little chip up there in the hood that I showed you earlier, no, you'd have to find some touch-up paint for that. But in the meantime, folks, all of this is beautiful. Got a great big camera lens up here, keep you safe while you're driving down the highway. Lots of options in this car, but the black grille is beautiful. All this across here, nothing's been run into. There's no scrapes, there's no hidden scrapes, nothing but beautiful body panels. There's a leftover bug right here. I'm gonna get off with my finger right now. These are the kinds of things that we hire fancy detailers for, to get rid of these things, but they don't, sometimes they get missed. But just pointing out that this is in really, really nice shape up here. It's a beautiful red car. I have not checked out curb rash yet on this vehicle, so I'll do that as we work our way around the car. But I have looked at the side body panels, and the only little chip I see is right here on this passenger side. I can't really remember on the driver's side if we're free and clear of any nicks, bumps, or scratches, but there's one little small chip here. You can see, the wheel's in great shape, the brake caliper's nice and red. Side mirrors, no road wear on the side mirrors. And this whole rest of this passenger side is in really, really sharp shape. Okay, rear wheel and tire. Nope, no curb rash on this one either. Beautiful shape. Continue around the car. Here's your rear windshield back here. Aside from a little bit of dust from just moving it around, and welcome to dusty Las Vegas, this back windshield is in great shape. All back here. Now, this is where I did see some leftover. We don't need to point these out. But there are, like somebody backed this up into their parking spot at home or in a parking space at a mall or whatever, and the sprinkler system went off. So back here is a couple mild watermarks that need a light polish in order to get off. But can you see them on film? Probably not. You'd never see them unless I pointed them out to you. There's just a couple little marks back here that just need to be polished out, and I'll probably do that this afternoon. So don't let that discourage anything from you. Back here, folks, the black down here is beautiful. Exhaust pipes, beautiful. Coming around here to the driver's side, I did spend some time looking at it over here. I didn't see any little white marks like I did on the other side. Small chip in the wheel right there. That's not necessarily curb rash. That's just a little mark. Could have been just from a rock kicking up. But other than that, we're in beautiful shape. The wheel wells are gorgeous, folks. They're nice and clean. There's not any leftover puddle crud laying in there or anything like that. The side mirrors over here, the black is still all nice and black. Down here towards the bottom on the sides, GTS emblem's real nice. No scratches or dings all the way down the side here. And here's your front driver's side wheel and tire. No curb rash, nice and clean and in good shape. All right, let's pop the hood. Get to see the power plant in this Porsche. .4 V8. Lots of plastic in here. And certainly nothing screams out what happened here and here. This is looks as good as new in here, underneath as well. Okay, there's that. I'm going to open up some doors while I walk around and open up the trunk so we can look in there. Wow, a lot of black with red stitching. That's what's going on inside this one, folks. Now what I'm doing now is basically to see, first of all, looking back here to see if anyone's actually really sat back here. I do see footprints on the carpet. How about that? That could have just been from the detailers for all I know. Folks, I'm sure somebody's probably sat back here at some point, but my report is that there's no wear back here. There's no Fruit Loops or crackers laying around. Nothing in the seats. I don't see any sticky substances or nothing. It's beautiful in here. Seats feel great. This is so either some suede and some really, really nice leather, and we don't need to talk about whether these seats are in good shape or not because this car hasn't been around very long. Door panels all look terrific. Now, if anyone spent any time in here, it would have been in this driver's seat. So let's see what they've left over for us. I do see all this black paneling here, all lights up when you start up the car. Maybe a really light fingerprint, but other than that, no weird scratches, no breaks, no rips. Folks, this seat, getting in and out of it, just shows a little bit of normal wear or normal signs of getting in and out of the car. And the kick panel down here barely has a mark on it. It's nice and clean. The carpets are real nice, except for that little piece of dirt right there. Dashboard looks terrific. The odometer shows 27,025 miles. And if you look up, Quincy, you can see how this moonroof pretty much goes over the entire length of the vehicle. It's beautiful up there. And it's nice and clean too. How about that? Okay, I'm not going to stand on this sill. I'm just going to kind of get on my tippy toes and look up here and make sure that everything's cool. And as far as I'm concerned, everything's beautiful red and nice and cool. Didn't look at the windshield yet. Okay, that's some crud. That's some crud. Well, little to no marks at all on this windshield. And that's another good thing too, folks. Just, you know, in case you're shopping around. See this again? You know, I pointed that out and one little nick over there. If this were beaten up or driven really fast or entirely too fast on the highway, we'd see a lot more little marks up front here, okay? A lot more. and it's got 27 and change miles on, 27,000 and change miles on. So you think you'd see a lot more road wear, even although this car's only been around for about a year and a half. With the miles on it, this is absolutely in beautiful condition. Okay, we've seen in the trunk, we've seen inside, we've seen the engine compartment, we've done all the things. Now we're going to take it for a spin around the block. Make sure there's no weird wobbles going on. Make sure we get through the transmission real well. Maybe turn the radio on for a second and all those things. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back outside in the 2021 Porsche Cayanne GTS, and I was told this is very fast, so this is going to be a very fast ride. I'm just kidding. We don't do those things here. But I was told that this car has quite the amount of pep. We might go try and find a little bit of it. But in the meantime, my eyes are just, while I try to babble and kill time, I'm making sure I didn't miss anything in this interior. Look at this GPS. It's even up here. And this thing's got all the bells and whistles, my Lord. 73 degrees. It's very nice in here. Okay, my foot's on the brake. Put it in drive. Let's see what this thing does. Certainly sounds like a new car still. 45 miles an hour, I'm going to hit the brakes. Make sure nothing weird happens. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, this thing stops. That was not full application of hitting the brake pedal, for no sense of the word. It's this is quite the performer here. Okay, back on the gas. And it's got a great rumble to it. Whoa. Speed bump number 1. It's like it wasn't even there in this. That was interesting. I know you're watching my head go up and you probably hear a little thud, but I mean, it's really, with all the other cars I ever drive over there, this is definitely the smoothest it's ever been going over a speed bump. Okay, let's get up to speed. Yep, this is fun. Foot's back on the brake, right hand turn signal's on. Steering is so tight. You're just driving a big race car here, it feels like. But really smooth, not noisy. None of the things that you wouldn't expect. This is exactly how I thought this car would go. Really, really nice. Yeah, we only go for a quick ride around the block, folks. It's nothing really spectacular. We just want to make sure that, basically everything works and everything does the way it's supposed to do. And if you have any additional questions, please give us a call, 702-818-1031. Find one of our sales guys in there, and we'll answer anything that we can. It's a beautiful ride. Nice and cool in here. Super smooth. See you next time. Thanks a lot.